On a fateful day in Russellville, Ark, the life of a young college student and aspiring beauty queen, Nona Dirksmeyer, came to a tragic end. The mystery surrounding her brutal murder took the town by storm, with shocking twists and turns that kept everyone guessing. As the investigation unfolded, suspicions fell on Nona's boyfriend, Kevin Jones, but was he really the culprit? What evidence did the investigators find that led to the actual murder? Reporter Richard Schlesinger reveals that Nona had been brutally murdered, beaten to death, and left in her living room covered in blood. After the 911 call brought paramedics to the scene, Kevin contacted Nona's stepfather, Duane Dippert, who then reached out to his wife, Nona's mother, Carol. "He met me close to the elevators, and I was just tingling all over. And I said, 'She's dead, isn't she?' And he said, 'Yeah,'" Carol remembers. It was a gruesome finish to a life Nona had worked hard to fill with beauty. "I think she was just a really caring person that didn't want to see anything go hungry or be abused," Nona's mother recalled. On December 15, 2005, Kevin was back home and expected to hear from Nona after her final exam, but he did not. He tried contacting her throughout the day, as he was accustomed to reaching her easily, until he had to accompany his mother to a school holiday dinner in the evening. When it was time to go to a party, Kevin grew worried because Nona hadn't returned his calls. He couldn't bear the thought of attending the party without knowing if she was okay. He asked his friend Ryan, who was nearby delivering pizza, to check on Nona's car at her apartment. Ryan confirmed that her car was there, but there was no response at the front door. Kevin and his mother hurried to Nona's apartment, and upon discovering the front door locked, they tried the sliding door at the back. Kevin forced it open and rushed inside to find Nona lying on the floor. He turned her over to check on her. The police faced the challenging task of deciphering the distressing crime scene. Kevin, Nona's boyfriend, automatically became a suspect, which is typical in such cases. The police wanted to talk to him to gather more information about the incident. The investigation into Nona's murder quickly focused on Kevin as a suspect due to his proximity to the crime scene and his intimate relationship with the victim. Police believed that an altercation between the couple had taken a deadly turn when Kevin discovered an empty condom wrapper in Nona's apartment, leading to a motive of jealousy. The prosecution presented evidence of a bloody palm print on the light bulb found at the scene, which they argued belonged to Kevin and indicated his involvement in the crime. During the trial, the defense team contested the accuracy of the palm print evidence, claiming that the blood on the bulb was tacky, suggesting it was deposited when Kevin attempted to revive Nona rather than during the murder. It also raised doubts about the investigation's handling of the condom wrapper, pointing out that it contained male DNA that did not match Kevin's, indicating the potential presence of another suspect. The trial ultimately resulted in a not guilty verdict, with the jury stating that there was insufficient evidence to convict Kevin of the crime. However, the cloud of suspicion still lingered over him, with some community members remaining convinced of his guilt. Following the trial, Kevin's defense team continued their investigation and announced the discovery of a new DNA match on the condom wrapper, indicating the possible involvement of another individual. This finding prompted the appointment of a special prosecutor to reopen the case and explore new leads. Despite the potential new suspect, Nona's mother, Carol, remained steadfast in her belief that Kevin was responsible for her daughter's death. She saw the presence of the condom wrapper as a pivotal piece of evidence linking Kevin to the crime. As the case was reopened, the community once again found itself divided over the question of who was responsible for Nona's murder. Some maintained their support for Kevin's innocence, while others remained convinced of his guilt. Nona's memory continued to be cherished by those who knew and loved her, who remembered her as a caring and compassionate individual who had overcome personal trauma and was dedicated to preventing child abuse. Her pursuit of beauty pageants helped boost her self-esteem, and she found strength and support in her relationship with Kevin. Kevin's journey to clear his name was far from over. He and his family remained determined to seek the truth and bring the real perpetrator to justice. The search for answers and closure continued, with the hope that the new investigation would shed light on the long unsolved mystery. In the end, the case of Nona Dirksmeyer's murder serves as a haunting reminder of the devastating impact of violence and the complexities of seeking justice. As the community awaits the results of the reopened investigation, they hope that the truth will finally be revealed and that Nona's memory will be honored in the pursuit of justice for her and her grieving loved ones. Whatever the outcome, the impact of this tragic event will forever remain etched in the hearts and minds of those who remember Nona as a remarkable young woman filled with beauty and compassion. And if you watch more videos like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up for this video.